So if you bought these, they are pre-assembled first cut systems, and we've got this in the standard and the wide only. So they'll arrive like this, and they're all nicely put together for you. Okay, so you're going to get a bag of bits, nice little bag of bits. First open these. These are the new version as well, stainless steel. And so you're going to find which end has the hinges, but it actually happens to be this far end. Let's move you over here. So you can see the hinges there. Slide one in there, and you can slide one in there. Slightly different with the intercept, but slide that in there, slide that in there. Had these cool little tools made by Matt, who does a lot of work with chainsaw bars. So it all sticks in there quite nice, look, all lovely. 2 4mm Allen keys and 1 6mm. So you can unclick that one. You'll be using this here. See, it's got like a little twisty nut. Just release that to the end. And then you can put that wherever you like, really, depending. But I'm going to do it on the outside so you can see me do it. So it sort of clips in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to twist him round there. Tighten him up there. Look at that. Now, why is that good? It's good because it keeps all your Allen keys in one place. And if you look what you've got here, you've got spare grub screws. So if you lose any, you've got them there to hand. They're quite tight in there, so they won't come loose. And you've got not 1, but 2 Allen keys. So you're now going to tighten up. Well, I'm going to just tighten up 1 because we're going to join this together in a second. So, what am I going to do? Let's slip one on the underneath there. I'm just going to tighten up 1 to stop it sliding about. Okay, in your bag of tricks you'll also have this, okay? And what that is, you can see that here, going through the rungs, holding your kit together, so it's not flapping about. So, to undo this, just how you would seem to do it. The idea is it sort of undoes by hand, so you don't need any tools to do it. But you have to put this down somewhere safe where you're not going to lose it. Got that. And then your next stage is to go and get me little Allen keys. Just thinking about how to do, basically slide that across to there. Slide this over to there. And in fact, actually, turn him over here. Sometimes you might have to adjust the hinges. So I can see there's more of a gap on this side. But overall, should be pretty good. So So I'm now going to just tighten that up. Tightening up these little grub screws. Another one over here. It is a tiny bit fiddly, I guess, but I'm sure you've had worse. Just have a look down the rails. I want to see, so mine need to come in slightly on this side. So what I'm going to do, I've just had a thought actually, we could really do with a 3mm for the hinges. But hopefully you should already have that with a mill. Actually, they're a bit loose on. See there that they're a bit loose. Now one thing we'll probably do on future kits is supply a 3mm, but you need a 3mm if you're going to adjust the hinges. And we'll probably look to supply a spare that goes with the hinge. We've got some if you do end up losing any. We do put in a spare one of these in the pack. You only get one of these, by the way, but you do get a spare one of those, which goes with the bigger brackets. But probably in the future ones, we'll get a spare one of these just in case you lose one of these. So yeah, just make sure this is done up correctly and you don't lose any bits. But if you do, you'll have to give us a shout. But that's overall, that's a 4 metre section, and then you can always buy an extra section to go on the end. I am going to build. We won't be doing those in pre-made packs because they'll be too heavy to ship, I think. But as you can imagine, you just slide those longitudinals in, fold it back, but at a 6 metre you just have another folding out, so you just have a third on top. But it would still be, that would give you 6 metres. You could do a 5.5 metre log. But yeah, you'd have to buy the extra section separately and attach it yourself, if that makes sense.